Hello, Questers! From the frozen tundra of the United States eastbound corridor, it's frozen Johnny Quest. And up in Canada, it's our synopsis queen, Judy. Hello, Judy.
Hello, John, and it's frozen here too, and it's going to get worse on the weekend, so not looking forward to it at all. But hey, everybody, welcome, and we'll maybe warm things up tonight a little bit, John.
Yep, let's see what we can do. Let's get our hellos in. Who's on live? Don't forget, #CERT. Get a Quest certificate directly from me, signed and dated, and do whatever you want to do with it. That's our new promotion for this season 13. You'll find a number behind your certificate. At the end of the season, we'll pull a number, and if you win, you get 50 pearls.
That's a good one. Woo-hoo.
Hello, Ken. There's Jeff M. in the house. Gloria's in the house. Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I hope so, Gloria.
A lot of chicken soup and whiskey. Hello, Carol. Cindy can hear us. And
Yes. Thank you, Cindy.
And boy, you're going to get some snow this weekend. Spray that shovel with silicone spray so it don't stick to the shovel. Hello, D-Bert.
Oh.
Hello, Donna Golden. In the house. We'll wait for people to get notification bells as they come in. Patricia, checked in from Alabama. A little bit warmer in Alabama, Judy.
Yes, I hope it is anyway, but it's going to get cold, I think. It's going all the way across.
Yep, get them woolen socks out. Get them scarves out. No outside stuff. Hello, Gloria Fritz. In the house. Well, chatting from Alabama, she says. Okay. Yesterday episode, mostly I wasn't interested in it, to tell you the truth, because I knew they weren't going to show you anything under that boulder until they milked it right to the end. You know what I mean, guys?
Right, exactly. And I was really hoping they'd lift it, but maybe next week.
Bert, no snow in Central Florida. I hope it will dip down this far. Well, I'll send you some.
Yeah, really.
Hello, Kay Franks. Thanks for coming in. Good evening. But, I was pretty interested in going down to the Fort Point, whatever the heck it's called.
Fort Point.
And, hello, Hobbies Hobo. Nothing really got me hyped up yesterday, to tell you the truth. Nothing was hyping me to get a little crazy.
I really kind of thought the questions they asked while at the museum were ridiculous, because we all knew the answer to those questions. So I don't know why they even asked them. It just seems strange.
Well, they want to connect to the Templars. So they got to keep on pushing that narrative on the second half of the season, so people do maintain interest. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, they work hard at that.
Yep. Let me get this in here. Here's my team. There they are. Judy, the Hook, Tanya, Daniel, Tammy, Jeff, David, Starlene, and Gloria.
Thanks, moderators.
Well, Gloria and Jeff do double duty. Gloria and Jeff do. They do YouTube, and David tries to help him out when he's in on YouTube, because he doesn't go to Facebook. One of those deals. Who doesn't go to Facebook? Who just goes to YouTube? So we try to cover it all, guys. Hello, 55 Doogie.
Hobby's Hobo says, the only thing that gets me hyped up is next week on Oak Island.
Yeah.
That's about it, too.
Yeah. I don't know if I said hello to Carol Golf. Did I? I don't know. I can't remember. 2 minutes ago.
I think you did, but that's okay. You can say it again.
I can't remember if I'm in the shower, if I use shampoo on my hair 2 seconds after I do it. I can't remember if I put shampoo in my hair. So what do? Put it in again. That's how my mind, let's see, put the shampoo in, rinse it. Okay, how long was that? About 10 seconds? So I forgot in 10 seconds. So I just do it again. It's getting more and more like that, Judy. I can't take much more.
Oh, well, Johnny, you're tired, for goodness sakes. Your days are busy.
Okay. There's our gang. Of course, we support Tony Sampson. Get a boat tour in. Get your tours in down there, up there in Oak Island, wherever, which way you're coming from for your summer vacation. I don't know what this summer is going to bring weather-wise, but get your vacation time in. We know there's tours on Oak Island. We know Tony Sampson's got the boat going. And tell them Johnny sent you. There's the crew masters in. Scott, the crewmaster.
Yeah. Bill Scott loves his cruises.
Yep. Neil's here. We are watchers. Hello, John. CJO. Hello to everybody. Hello. There's Salty Dog Tours. We always support Daniel and Charlotte's the Oak Island Companion, the Black House blog. There's a certificate you will receive. If you put the hashtag CERT to win one, your name will be in there. I'll be signing it, dating it for tonight, and sending it out as fast as I could. Hello, Richard. Thanks for coming in. And we finished January's review. They didn't give another review for next week, but I put the next week's promo up that they showed us, but it didn't give a title. I couldn't find a title like I usually do. It just said pending. Oh, whatever, you know.
I guess we'll find out sooner or later.
Yep. I also want to thank my main members. They came from Quest of Oak Island Facebook group, where we're getting a little bit bigger. We're maintaining close to 70,000 people there. So that's pretty good for staying 14 years. Yeah. My other platforms, a little bit on Instagram, a little bit more on Discord. We were on Twitch and Rumble, but I haven't uploaded anything for there. Our members on Spotify are fantastic for podcasters. Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, and Amazon. Hello, Alexa. Hello, Stu. Also, our paying members on the YouTube membership side, I always say thank you for your support and what you can do. CJ. I want to thank these guys. I know money is tight, money's crazy. You go to the grocery store, everything goes up a price every week. The same price is not the same, it goes up. So it's unbelievable. I want to thank Robert, Luker, Tammy, Linda, Tony, Andrea, Tommy, Kay, D-Rock, Super, Becky, Virginia, Barbara, Starlene, Jeff M, $10 Ray. I want to thank Judy. Got her live. Thanks for all you do on these podcasts, Judy. No phone work last week, so we gave you a break last week.
Yes, but I got a break from my favorite part. Yeah. I like this part the best.
Right. Putting up the synopsis is hard work. But when you want to say it is the cream on the pie, and you couldn't even do that. We had to have Raymond come in and replace you.
Well, he did a good job. I have to admit, I kept saying to myself, did I really write that?
Yeah.
Sounded so good.
Yep. Hello, Franklin Dow. He says hello, John and Judy.
Hello, Franklin.
And as far as, like I said, the episode really do nothing for me. Hobbies Hobo. Any word on season 14 and 15? Obviously, like I said, if they're the number one cable show, they'll just keep it going. You're not going to close your bank vault on you as you're still rating a number one season. You know what I mean, guys?
Right. They're not going anywhere, John.
Richard says the title of next week's show. Well, it looked like a pearl, but it was a bubble on the lens of the camera. Okay.
That's always a possibility.
Hello, Lewis. Thanks for coming in. He got it. Cert. Hashtag cert, the winner certificate. And nope, that was a bubble on the lens. It looks like a pearl. I don't know what I saw. You know what I mean? To tell you the truth, a grub.
Yeah. Really?
A grub crawling around, or it's all curled up like a ball. Who knows? These guys, they drive me nuts. The show drives me nuts. But the whole thing else, guys, the thing I think I heard it right. If somebody watches the whole show again, I didn't catch it in a screenshot. But I think when Gary was showing Laird, I don't know if it's in the lab, I don't know if it was outside. Maybe I was dreaming when I passed out when Rick got me in the Oak Island trance last night. Laird said to Gary, well, there's not much wood that lasts. Maybe it was like a strap or something to a chest or something that would last in the soil in Nova Scotia because the soil has too much acid in it. And I'm going, what the heck does that mean? They're always pulling wood out of low depths at Oak Island. Let me repeat what I think I heard. Laird said that's why you find just part of buckles and part of latches with no wood and chests with latches and no wood or whatever. I'm not talking leather. I'm not talking material. I'm talking wood. Laird said, I'm pretty sure the soil in Nova Scotia has too much acid in it to preserve wood. Now, I thought if it's in a no sunlight, mulchy, tarry pit like in the swamp when they bring up them boards that are from the year 800. Well, does that make any sense to you guys?
No, Richard says that's what he said. Wow, I missed that, I think.
Hello, Kathy, the Hook. Thanks for coming in.
Scott says must mean thinner wood, maybe.
Well, if, any kind of wood, the acid would eat it up. I mean, those other big pieces, I didn't see like there was erosion on it. Like the rail looked almost intact. All the wood we see, all the fence posts, but maybe because they're thicker, it would take a while for it to decay, probably, right?
Right. John, I think they did say, I know it's in my synopsis, that Alex said under the boulder, there was very little oxygen. And if there is little oxygen, then that will rot the wood away. And that's why they could see that spike in there.
No oxygen. Right, like things that last because they can't corrode, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yep, I guess that's what he said. Like a barrel, you just find the straps. Sometimes you find a little piece of a barrel. Well, the rest of the barrel just got eaten up by the acidity in the soil in Nova Scotia. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting there, that little tidbit that I wanted to throw out there. Otherwise, I was falling asleep and I was under the trance of Rick. All right, let me see here. Where's Judy here? Hold on, Judy. I put you in here, but it didn't. Talk among yourselves until I find Judy over here. I can't even find the picture. What happened to Judy's picture?
You don't need to put it up.
Oh, we got to put it up. It disappeared. I got ghosts down here.
Yeah, I'll bet you do. Wouldn't surprise me.
Hold on, guys. How can that be?
Hi, Highland. Glad to see you aboard.
Right.
And Richard said maybe the acid dissolved the treasure, and that's why it's in the water. Could be, Richard.
Yeah, I hear you. All right.
And Lewis said, okay.
There she be. See her? There she is. All right, Judy, when you're ready for the world to hear your Queen of Synopsises, go ahead. Thank you very much.
Okay. And it's season 13, episode 12 of Fortnight, K-N-I-G-H-T. Episode 12 opens on a new day in the war room where the team is discussing the finds on Lot 8. Laird points out the structure here is made by humans, but we are not aware of any humans having been here. Peter then shows video of the area under the boulder taken last week. They see what looks like an iron spike, and Alex states it's blue in color, and that could mean there is low oxygen here, so the wood, if there was any, has been rotted away, exposing the spike. Jack, who is present via video and looking much better, asks if the boulder could be lifted. Fiona speaks up and points out they need to be very careful so as not to harm anything under the boulder. Laird says, I don't know what's there, if anything, but we need to try every possible idea before we lift the boulder. Fiona declares we can get in by digging around and under the boulder. Rick says, go dig. Over in the money pit area, the team continues the drilling of new borehole CN 12.5, while other team members continue the dig in the northern region of the swamp on Tom Nolan's property. They hope to find more of the cobblestone pathway and a second bolt. Rick digs up a piece of pottery, and Gary says since it was deep down, it could be very old. Rick then picks up a piece of earthenware, and as Al digs, they see many pieces of pottery. They call Laird, and after he arrives, he is surprised at how much pottery is here. He dates it around the 1840s, except for the second piece he says is redware and would date from the 1600s to 1700s. He takes all the pieces back to the lab to be tested. His hope is the date will give them some idea who might have dropped the pottery here. As Al digs more, Gary's beeper goes off and Rick digs up a hand-sized piece of iron that is heavy, and Gary wonders if it is part of a lift. It goes to the lab. Back at the money pit, the team has reached 140 feet down in borehole CN 12.5 in the Peacock area. Charles points out that at 125 feet down, they hit a void of about 15 feet. A core comes up from 168 feet down and it is wet and muddy and has no metal in it. They will drill deeper. The next day finds some team members on their way to the town of Le Havre to visit the museum of Fort Point that was built in 1632 by Knight of Malta Isaac de Razilly to start a new colony here. They were met by curator and historian Joan Dawson, and after looking around, they gathered at a table and showed Joan first a bead found on Lot 5 and asked her if the bead could have been used for trade with the Mi'kmaq. She said yes, these beads were used regularly. Secondly, they showed the piece of flintlock from a musket that was found on Lot 8 and asked if it could have belonged to Isaac de Razilly. And Joan says it is from that time period. Could he have gotten to Oak Island from here? And she said, of course, it was possible. Was that how the musket got to Oak Island? The third item handed to Joan was a book given to Oak Island team in 2023 by researcher John Edwards. The book was written by historian Josephus in the 1st century CE. It contains many codes they think could be connected to the Knights of Malta, and Joan states that's possible. Have the team learned anything of value here? We will see. Meanwhile, at the money pit, the team has reached 204 feet down in hole CN 12.5. A core comes up from that depth, and upon cutting it open, they find a washed out area with no metal. Terry points out that this area could have had gold pass through it, so they take a sample to the lab. Episode 12 ends on Lot 8, where the team is examining the area around and under the boulder that the archaeologists have dug out. They can now see tightly placed rocks around the boulder and a deep space underneath it. Peter and Fiona push a camera into the space, and at about 2 feet down, Rick sees a bright blue item that to him looks like a pearl. Fiona says it is almost perfectly round, and Gary agrees it does look like a pearl. They try to go deeper, but can see only black and find they can go no further. Laird suggests next they clear out the space with a shop vac, then put the camera down again. All agree. Will the bright blue item prove to be a pearl? Join us next week, questers, for I hope an answer, and will they lift the boulder? In the meantime, everyone, stay safe, please.
Very good, Judy. Very good.
Thank you. Hope that gives everybody an idea what went on. It was nothing spectacular, for sure.
Nope. Hello, Feline, that came in chat. Don't forget, hashtag CERT. Get a certificate from me, the quest. Hello. Dee Dee's in the house. Says,
Hi, Dee Dee, and thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cindy. John and I were just saying earlier, we're glad the phone's working this week.
Yeah, the whole country had phone problems that Wednesday and days after. And days after, you know what I mean?
Wow, that's weird.
Ready, Judy? Remove. I don't know. I put you on earlier and you just disappeared off of my chart here. I don't know where you went in the cyberspace.
That could be.
All right, we'll get into the screenshots. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's nice, Louis. Thank you.
Like I said, Rick gets me in that trance, and I don't know what I do. Sometimes I'm just pressing the button, the screenshot. I don't know what I'm doing. Lordy 40, holy Muyan. The excitement is gone.
It is. And Franklin says, why don't they get Superman to lift that boulder?
Unbelievable.
Hey, yeah.
Well, like Judy says, we started in the war room. There they be. Gloria, that's Dee Dee. A couple of oxen. Yeah, they're thinking that's what they did with the chains and the hooks and the oxen shoe, that they pulled that rock over that pearl. So that's what they're trying to put together. So that'd be good for like 3 episodes.
Yes, probably.
But we never find no oxen bones. You don't find nothing. No bones. Except for the one time in H8. Nothing dies on Oak Island.
No, maybe we should move there.
Right. If everybody goes there, nobody will die.
Right. I don't know if that's a good thought or not.
We're on lot 8. Daniel has a nice analysis about who was living on lot 8. The acid ate the bones. There you go. We get these little tidbits, you know what I mean?
Right.
But what confused me, guys, when they put the camera in the first time, they looked at this yellow-red piece, no pearl that I know of, because it said I was going in and out of Rick's trance. So do you remember this piece that they showed under the rock first before they showed the pearl, or they didn't put the camera in far enough? What was that deal?
I don't know if is this what they thought was the spike?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't see a pearl there either.
But you know what I mean? Before the pearl, that's when you said about, the wood rotting away with no oxygen under this. Not going to be no oxygen. There's always kind of bugs and everything that go underneath the rocks and dig holes and everything else. You know what I mean?
Right, yes.
Yep, the iron spike. Okay. And there's Jack. Whoa. He didn't even say, no way. So that's why I got him saying, whoa.
And he looks much better. I'm so pleased. Hope he can come back soon.
Of course, me, I'm looking in his shelves. I'm looking all over the place. And there's the spike.
Yeah, when you see it at that angle, it does look like a spike.
Hello, Steve. Thanks for coming in on our Wednesday night live podcast. 30 minutes in. Yep. Hashtag cert to get a certificate from the Quest. Don't forget, if you do win, send your information to the Quest of Oak Island at AOL.com. And I'll get it out to you as soon as I can. And you know what this picture's for. Let me know, guys. What's this picture for here, right here?
Anybody else know? To show off that gray hair.
There you go. See, Judy knows. And I don't tell her. R&B,
Yep,
gray alert. Look at, oh my lordy 40, holy Muyan.
Yep. Look at John, they're all picking it up here. Well, you can see it very clearly.
Oh, my lordy 40. Alex. Unreal. Well, then I try to get Charles saying, you know what, right? Here's another one trying to put another hole in the peacock. Now, that didn't really sound right to me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Let's say this all together, guys. When Charles Barkhouse said, I was in my trance, I was in my Rick trance, how he puts everybody in a trance, especially me. Here we are trying to put another hole in the peacock. Think about that. Hello, Amber. Strange wording.
Yes, certainly is. Or peacock.
Oh, God. They like the location, but I don't know what they're doing here. Mamma mia. Lordy 40, holy muyan. Get out of that money pit. Look for something else somewhere, please.
Really?
The only people making money is right here. They probably drive around in the Mercedes. Choice Drilling.
Yes. They got a permanent gig right there.
There's a big opening down there. We're going to see.
Yes, Kathy, Alex is grayer than Rick. But Alex's mom, I've seen pictures of her, and she's completely gray. So he might be getting it from her.
They're just off the boundary of Lot 5. And there's BN 13.5, CN 12.5, how close they are to the garden shaft. Yeah, Ryan, I was trying to look for that wording. It's there, but we just haven't found it yet. But he got into this peacock thing.
Yes.
I was looking for
That's
it. He was looking for it. Because I don't look back at the show. Whatever I get, this is what I'm in my trance, you guys get. I don't go back and look, and that's it. Whatever you see, you see. I don't edit nothing. And you saw my drone videos. They did attack this place very hard. Very, very hard. In season 13. I don't know what they came up with, but they'll have to come up with something big. Or just drag it on. Yup, Amber, Lot 8. The slurry and mud and water. Next week, we got a war room discussion with Dr. Spooner on the soil tests. So we'll see about his minerals in the muck coming up on the sausage table. Judy?
Yes. Well, hopefully there's something there, John.
And then when I saw this picture, I said, holy schmoly, they really dug under that rock. You know what I mean?
Yes, they really did.
Then I said,
Look at that.
In my trance, I thought that was the head of a whale.
It almost looks like it, doesn't it?
A petrified rock whale. How's that sound?
Yes, there you go. It's got a name. But I hope it doesn't slip at all, because there's the owner right down in there.
Yep. No, I didn't see no Northern Lights, Highland. I'm exhausted right after I do this. We'll go to bed early here. Then we're going to the northern part of the swamp, Tom Nolan's part. There he is, Tom Nolan's excavator, man. And there they are. Rick's got a pitchfork. That's the first hole he's had in 72 years.
The first one, eh? Okay.
There's a piece of pottery with a pattern on it. Both sides. Could be, Richard. Everything's pointing to the money pit. Hello, Brenda. She's got her Quest hat on.
Yeah, Scott says, interesting, they have two different operators. It seems whenever Tom's there, Scott, that Al, his man, works the excavator, and then Billy does it when Tom isn't there. That's what seems to be happening.
Yeah, Billy, I don't know when this was taken, but obviously his construction company does a lot of plowing too up there, plowing snow and everything.
Oh, true.
Or
True.
getting the plows ready for winter, so he's probably glad. I don't know how much he gets paid, but let him take over some scraping of the swamp muck,
Right, exactly.
And this is what they said was an older piece of pottery. Here's the pile of pottery.
That's what they call the redware.
Yep. This is more pottery. If they can date it. The swamp was just a junkyard, like, you know what I mean? I don't think there was a camp inside there.
No, and they don't know of anybody that has lived there, been on that property, so they don't know where that has come from.
Yep. And I love it.
I want to know how long it will take to lift that rock. I don't know how long, but it's going to be hard to do, I would imagine.
It's up to Laird. They got the machinery to lift it.
Okay.
Last time they brought in a lift, if you remember, when they lifted a rock somewhere else, they brought in a like big cranes that lift all that stuff up on skyscrapers and everything else.
Right, true. All should be interesting to see anyway.
Yep, Brian, they got to go by the archaeologist, Laird, to see what direction they can go in. But if they can put a camera underneath there, if they suck it out with the shop vac and just look around. But I would rather have them pick it out and then dig down there, see if there's anything there. You know what I mean?
Yes, me too, John.
So we'll see. We'll see. And this is when they're giving Laird all the pottery pieces. There's that big hunk of metal they found.
Right. Rihanna says, what are they afraid of by moving the rock? How could moving the rock jeopardize the dig? They're afraid if they happen to drop it, it would harm anything that's below it.
Right. There you go. There you go.
I don't know if that looks like part of a lift or not.
Right. Too bad they have like a little small drone monitor. They can go in there, walk in there with a cable, small one. They got cameras that are so small, they can put them in matchboxes. Why can't they get one that just rolls in and look around with 4K instead of a Milwaukee plumber's scope? You know what I mean?
Right, John. Yeah, I think you're right. It could be done.
So I don't know what they're doing. There's some story to tell. You got that right. 14 years of stories, guys.
Wade says that Billy was running an excavator behind the table where they are going through the drilling materials. Oh, okay, Wade, I didn't see that.
Good eye, Wade. Good eye. You go back to the sausage table where they know there's a void, and obviously they're going to put a canister there to see.
John, I got to read this one. Hobby says, good news is I've learned a lot about pottery and beads in the last 10 years. Now I should have a PhD in garbage.
You got it.
Very good.
Yep. This is just to show how close they are to the garden shaft. Very close.
Very close.
Yep. And back to the sausage table, approximately 145 feet underground. And there it is. That's the only part I caught. We just haven't found it yet. Guess who's saying that, guys?
I can't imagine him saying that.
Let me see now. Who can it be? You know how many times you must say the Torah to these people the same thing over and over?
Oh, it's crazy. It really is. You think they get tired of saying it?
Yeah, we never know when or how they edit it, Highland. I mean, we see things way out of place, even though Marty said they walked by this rock 20 times, this boulder. I don't see the coordination. And when you buy an island, like I keep on saying over and over and over, go to lot one, strip it right down. Okay. LIDAR, all that stuff. Scanning,
Yes.
all that stuff.
Highland says, I know that they moved the rock because it said so in the season preview. I just wonder when. Okay.
Who knows if they got to get permits and all that? Who the heck knows when?
Yes.
But when they edit it, we don't know when it's happening. You know, we're seeing it as they edit it piece by piece. We look at the trees. You know, we look at if they're wearing warmer jackets. But whoever coordinated going through an island you spent millions and millions of dollars on, and you go through lot one, and then lot two, then lot three. We're always bouncing around. So that's the part I hate. Then there we go. The fort. A little lighthouse there, and a fort, and a house.
Fort Point.
Yep. And he died early, didn't he? He died quick, this guy.
Yeah. The Rosalie did, I think in, was it 1836? And he died real quick. They weren't expecting it by the sound of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Thirsty says it's like they fall into stuff. You're right. That's exactly how it goes.
It's not that they're not capable of having a itinerary to do step one to step two to step three, step four. That's Scott's fault. If he's the operator of everybody going there and making schedules, and then let the TV people follow you. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes. That's how it should work, John.
So, but that's me. I'm organized. So.
Scott Lonsberry says, wonder why the boulder just became interesting this year.
Because they ran out of stuff.
I don't know why. Yeah, good answer, John. Good answer.
Pretty soon we'll be testing the bark on every tree.
Oh, that's going to take forever.
Then we'll go back to the stone wall. You know how it goes, guys. We're on the merry-go-round. Like I said, I'm in it to the end. I got too much invested in time in it. I just hope they find some conclusion before I'm dead, or before they're dead, or whatever.
Right, for sure.
On the advertising, it says, well, one more must die before the treasure will be found. How about when 2 million people who've been watching your show, over 70 now, die? Does that count for anything?
Really? That's going to be about it, too. Yeah, Scott says, yeah, filler maybe. You're right, Scott. They could be just filling things in, just to make put time in.
Well, and then I saw something as I come out of my trance. They had to put a little eye candy in. There's them with that scope, which I wish they dug it out bigger, put a little drone underneath there, or put even it'd be 6 inches, their own camera for a good view. But they use a Milwaukee sewer cam. All right, Highland, that's enough. And there she is. Scott chimed in. She was a producer on the show, and they gave her assistant to help out Laird. I don't know, a producer from helping out Laird. I mean, what kind of job is that? I have no idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't either, John. That was a surprise.
Well, I want
I
to
think
thank
her name is Michaela.
Kayla Holiday. I want to thank Scott Clark from chiming in. He explained who she was, because you never know who's reading and watching me, Judy. You know what I mean? They're all over the place.
Right, for sure. That was great of him to do that.
I want to thank Scott for the information he knows. And then another, Roland, took a picture with her when they took a tour of the island. So I want to thank you guys, because I have no idea. You know, I thought just another college assistant, a little eye candy, because the show needs ratings. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
You know, always put the bombshells in there. Sleeveless shirt, tight jeans. It just doesn't. It don't go with me when you're on a site like this here. You know what I mean?
I understand exactly what you mean. The rest of the girls are dressed to dig, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And here is Rick. Oh God, it looks like there's a pearl. I couldn't really make it out, but we'll see.
I couldn't at first. I can see it now, what he's looking at, but I'm not convinced it's a pearl.
You know, so I was sort of looking at it. I drew it up a little closer, but it was too foggy or too blurry. As I try to get a little clearer picture, you can't do anything. Once they send it like this, it's very hard to clear something up. You know what I mean?
Right, it is, for sure. Maybe next week they'll actually dig it up.
I thought, Kathy, they would find a hook underneath that rock with a puppet laughing.
Kathy thinks it's an egg, guys. Could be.
No, it's a
Franco says a UFO shot.
It's a portal to another world, guys. They found a portal. Oh my God, Lordy, please help me.
Cindy says everyone knows it's a thing.
It's got to go by something. You know what I mean? You got to go by something here. They always leave us hanging, so they got to hang on this. This is all they got, guys. It's a ball bearing.
Yes. It could be anything. Just a round rock.
Who knows? All right. Put your hashtag cert in. That's about all I got. And hashtag cert. We got 8 entries for a certificate from the Quest group. Who knows? We got 8. Any more? 8 entries, 1 out of 8 chance. Don't forget, there'll be a number behind your certificate. At the end of the season 13, you will get 50 pearls if your number is drawn, and I'll send it to you no matter how you want it.
Anybody else? Everybody in there that's coming in?
Yeah, Scott, they're doing a shop vac. They're going to try to suck it in with a shop vac after they clear it out a little bit. Okay, hobbies.
Yeah, bye, hobby.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Luck, everybody.
Got to be in chat. Michael McCary -I10. Never heard of him.
No, I think I did see him in here, though. Michael, are you there?
Let's see. If not, we draw again.
I'm sure I did see him at one point.
Well, if you didn't read the details below the title of tonight's show, maybe he didn't see it. You know what I mean?
Yes, that could be too. I don't see him coming in.
We'll give him.
Hello, Mike. Okay. Hello, Michael. Are you there?
When you see a strange name, the odds are he's not here.
Yeah, I don't think so by the looks of it. Darn.
Give him 10 seconds.
Okay.
Count down, Judy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
John Paul, did you put in for hashtag cert? Nope, I don't think he's here, guys. So
No, it doesn't look like.
we gave him ample time. What do you think, guys? We give him enough time or not? We need a vote. We give him enough time? Yes or no? Let me see it in chat. He's in the bathroom. I don't play. He's Johnson.
Kathy said yes, we can go ahead.
Jeff says no.
Scott said he looked back, doesn't see his name.
All right, that's enough on that. We're going to redraw. Ready, guys?
Okay.
3,
Alrighty.
2, 1. Oh, the Bills, my poor Buffalo Bills. Hey, guess what? Christopher Docker 155, you won.
Oh, jeez. Congratulations, Christopher.
Unbelievable.
Oh, good one.
Yes, he says.
He's
right.
here.
Yep. Put all your information on the Quest of Oak Island at AOL.com. I'll send it out to you as soon as possible. Thanks a lot. Very
And don't
good.
forget a picture. We'd love a picture, right?
Yeah, if we can. Now he says he's here.
Oh, Michael's here now.
Michael, I'll send you one too.
Good.
Michael, put your information in the Quest of Oak Island at AOL.com. I will send you a certificate too. We waited for you. I mean, the whole world's watching here. Okay, I see you here. I see you. Yep.
Yep, congratulations, Michael. You'll get one.
Yep. Send it to that address that I got on the screen. And we'll go from there. I'll send you and Christopher one. 2 winners.
There you go. That's fair, John.
Lordy 40. Holy moly. Holy Muyan. And like I said, next week, we're going to see some war room action on some of this, which I wanted to know, the minerals in the soil. You know, that's a little exciting just to see. And that's about it. Maybe under the rock a little bit to see the pearl. Judy, that's all I have. If you want to say your goodbyes, I'll say my goodbyes, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Hey, guys, if you're in the lower USA, stay warm in the next few days because it's going to be a stinker there. Lots of snow and ice and very cold. It's going to be very cold here, but fortunately, we're not going to get a lot of snow. So enjoy Oak Island next Tuesday night. Please take it in so we can discuss it. And we will see you. I will see you next Wednesday night along with John. And in the meantime, everybody, wherever you are in this world, please stay safe. I love you all very much. And we will see you next week. Good night, John.
Okay, Judy, we'll be talking to you. Thank you so much, Judy.
Yep, bye-bye.
Okay, guys, like you said, we'll see you next Wednesday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, discussing next Tuesday's show, which we're going to get some information on the dirt and some information from the underneath the rock, the pearl, and we'll get it from there. So what do I always tell you? I want you to say this with me now. Remember, members, always go forward. You may get setback in your life, but just believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams, no matter how old you are, for tomorrow was a never given. With this crazy, crazy world we live in, Lordy, 40, holy mooyan. So keep smiling, you stay safe, like Judy says. You stay strong, you stay positive. Keep that positivity going within yourself. If you can't, there's a lot of professional people out there that can help you. Thank you for joining me and Judy tonight. We'll see you next Wednesday night. Anything else comes up of importance, I'll let you know. Put your notification bells on. And obviously, I get right on it to you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you. Take care. And bye-bye.